Climate change. It's the defying challenge of our time. But what if we told you that long before cars, coal plants, or factories existed, Earth's climate was already shifting? From exploding volcanoes to cosmic cycles, nature has always shaped our planet's climate. So, how much of today's climate change is natural? And how much isn't? Let's explore the natural causes of climate change, and why they cannot explain what's happening today. Volcanic eruptions are one of nature's most powerful climate influencers. When a massive eruption occurs, gases like sulfur dioxide enter the stratosphere, forming particles that reflect sunlight and cool the Earth, a phenomenon known as volcanic winter. In 1991, Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines caused global temperatures to drop by nearly 0.5 degrees Celsius for over a year. But these effects are temporary, usually lasting 1 to 3 years. And crucially, volcanoes cool the planet in the short term. They do not account for the long-term warming trend we're seeing today. Our sun is the engine of life on Earth. And yes, solar output does vary, roughly every 11 years, during solar cycles. These fluctuations can slightly raise or lower global temperatures, but by just 0.1%. According to NASA, since 1750, solar activity has declined slightly, while the Earth's temperature has risen sharply. The math just doesn't add up. If the sun were the main driver, we'd be cooling, not warming. Over millions of years, Earth's continents have slowly drifted across the globe. These tectonic shifts influence climate by changing ocean currents and carbon cycles. For example, when India collided with Asia to form the Himalayas, global CO2 levels dropped due to rock weathering, triggering cooling over millions of years. But that's the point. These changes happen over tens of millions of years, not in a few decades. Tectonic shifts are a slow-motion dance. Today's warming? It's a sprint. Earth's orbit isn't perfectly stable. It tilts, wobbles, and stretches in cycles called Milankovitch cycles, lasting 20,000 to 100,000 years. These shifts have driven the advance and retreat of ice ages. They've shaped Earth's natural climate history. But scientists have calculated that we're not currently in a phase that would cause warming. In fact, if left to natural orbit cycles alone, Earth should be cooling slightly, not warming at record speed. So let's recap. Volcanic eruptions, short-term cooling. Solar radiation, minimal, cyclical variation. Tectonics, ultra-slow climate change. Orbital changes, not currently in a warming phase. Still, some claim these natural processes are to blame. But climate scientists use ice cores, tree rings, sediment layers, and computer models to analyze past and present trends. Their conclusion is crystal clear. These natural causes are still in play today, but their influence is too small, or they occurred too slowly to explain the rapid warming seen in recent decades. NASA. The spike in temperature since the Industrial Revolution is tightly correlated with the rise in human-generated CO2 emissions. So why does misinformation still spread? Certain interest groups, especially those connected to the fossil fuel industry, have worked hard to blur the line between natural and man-made climate change. They want us to believe this is just part of a natural cycle. But it's not. The science is clear. The fingerprints of human activity are everywhere. In the air, in the oceans, and in the warming of our planet. Understanding natural causes helps us appreciate Earth's dynamic history. But it also shows us why today's crisis is different, and why urgent climate action is non-negotiable. Want to learn more about climate science and solutions? Subscribe, share this video, and join the global movement for a sustainable future. Because knowing the truth about climate change starts with understanding the difference between nature's rhythms and our disruption of them.